Hey guys, Ryan McFarlane here. Today I'm going to go over a few tips on how to do a big spin on a skimboard. If you haven't seen the previous two instructional videos I've made, I recommend checking those out. This video will kind of piggyback off those. So the big spin is a 360 shove it combined with a 180 body varial. Generally when you see a big spin on a skimboard, it's a 270 shove it with a little revert at the end to finish the 360 degree rotation. That's how most people start out doing the big spin. I still do it time to time. A couple pros that you should look up to see a proper big spin, I would say Brad Domke and John Ackerman. So here's a few tips on how to land a big spin. The first is commit to the trick. This one I mentioned in the 360 shove it video. If you don't commit, you're not going to be able to land it. It's going to be a little scary at first. You're going to fall, but you have to commit to the trick. So stay over your board. Second tip is to drag your trailing hand in the water to help get that initial spin. So if your regular foot, your right hand is your backhand, goofy foot, left hand is your backhand. You'll see a lot of people do this when they do a big spin or even a backside 180. They'll drag their trailing hand in the water to help them start spinning. Without fins, it can be a little tricky. The third tip is to spin your board as level as possible. A good way to do that is to think of your legs as like a scissor motion. So you're going to want to apply as much spin with your back foot as you are with your front foot. And ideally, this will help keep the board nice and level. Last thing you want is your board to kind of tilt up. Some bad things can happen. The fourth tip would be to find a small ripple in the water. Not quite a wave, but just enough to help you get that board out of the water. It'll make your big spins look real nice. All right, let's take these tips I just told you and bring them down to the beach and try some big spins. All right, guys, it's a beautiful day out here in Jacksonville Beach. Not much swell in the water, but perfect day to learn a new trick. So let's do some big spins. Alright guys, that's how you do a big spin on a skimboard. Let's just run back through what we went over. The first tip was to commit. Second tip was to drag your trailing hand to the water to start that spin. Third was to keep your board level when you spin it. And fourth was to find that ripple in the water to help get your board out of the water. You can kind of save that fourth tip for a little further down the line once you start to get a little better doing your big spins. If you guys have any suggestions on other trick tip videos you'd like to see me make, please let me know in the comment section. And yeah, good luck out there. Happy skimming.